Hi everyone, it's me, Tim. Today I want to talk about being happy. Yeah, I just want to talk about being happy. It's a fun Friday. It's in the middle of June. It's Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody. And yes, I will mention being gay a little bit at the end of the video, just to warn the pearl clutchers, especially the people who've said I talk about being gay too much, which I checked. I've only had 3 Pride videos and very few videos where I talk about being gay out of over 500. In fact, out of 565 videos. So I think you can handle it. But feel free to tune out at this point because I know you don't like hearing about happy gay people. Anyway, I almost called this video Be Happy, but that sounded like a command, like be happy. And what I really mean is, hey, maybe I can give you a recipe for being happy, because I've talked about on this channel so much about being constructive. When you're making video games, it helps way more to be constructive than to be destructive. So I thought about that. What can I do about telling you, the viewers, just how to be happy, especially in this day and age where sometimes it seems like a lot of things are out there to try to make you not be happy. First, and this is probably the most important thing, this may be first and foremost and only, please stop rage watching videos and rage playing games. I do not understand this behavior, but you need to stop. There's so many people out there that seem to play video games that they hate, just so they can go online and then spend lots of time talking about these games that they hate. And I've mentioned this before, but it's way more constructive for you just to find ones you like. And don't tell me you can't find those. And don't tell me there are no video games being made out there for you, because there were literally hundreds of thousands of games on Steam. There's going to be games on there, I guarantee it, that are perfect for you. You have to go find them. And a lot of you are like, well, I don't know what to do. Guess what? It can be really fun looking for them. Steam has a return policy, so don't worry. Grab a game, don't like it, return it. Look for games that you like, because you'll be happier. I guarantee it, because you're playing a game that you think is fun and that makes you happy. But then your money goes towards people who made that game and increase the odds that they make you a sequel, which makes everybody happy. And this is where things get a little weird, because I did a video where I mentioned my games not getting sequels. And I basically said they didn't sell well enough. That's why you didn't get any sequels. I mean, I also threw in there, which seemed to get ignored, I don't really like doing sequels as much. I like making original IP, original games based on new IP. That's if I had my choice, that's all I would ever do. But if one of my games doesn't sell very well, of course it's not going to get a sequel, because whoever put the money in, whether it's a publisher or investors or whatever, they're not going to throw good money after bad. But what was interesting is someone tweeted after that video. It was something like, I don't know, it's been deleted now, but they said something like, hear me out. Maybe if you made better games, they'd get sequels. And I can only imagine that person didn't watch the video, because I have a whole video. And you know what? I'll link that video below, the one on my data on my own games, where I've already dismissed the idea that quality of a game is not equal to sales of the game. You all know games that got huge budgets, that sold a lot of units, or that went in development for a long time, but they're not that good. And everybody likes to throw out the, if sales meant quality, and then that means McDonald's has the best hamburger on the planet, which we all know isn't true. It's not bad, it's consistent. But anyway, the whole quality versus sales thing is just, we threw that out the window a long time ago. But let's talk about comments, because that was interesting. That wasn't a comment on my video. It was someone commenting on my video on Twitter. But speaking of comments on my videos, there are some people who seem to like to rage watch my videos. All their comments are negative, and they've been watching since almost the beginning. Like, they literally have dozens of just, this is stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, you talk too much. Somebody commented on a Yap video, and I had to look that up, which is just a video where someone talks about something seemingly inconsequential. And I'm like, well, by that definition, all my videos are Yap videos. Why did it take 560 of them to figure that out? But I like making these videos. And it seems like a lot of you like hearing them. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been making video games since 1981. So, of course, I have a lot of stories to tell. And I love seeing comments from people who are getting a lot out of these videos and have decided to go make a game or go back to making games, in part because of this channel. It makes me super happy because one of my super selfish goals is to get you guys making games in the hopes that that makes a lot more games out there, and then games I'll like, and I get to play those games. So I've been completely non-secretive about a sub-goal of this channel is to get you guys to make games I like. But the real goal is just, hey guys, here's what development is like. I hear stories about development, here are processes I use that helped me, and I hope it helps you. The weird thing is no one forces you to watch this, and you're literally watching on YouTube, which has millions of other videos that can be streamed with a click. And I don't understand why people just wouldn't be happier watching some of those videos. I don't understand people who seek out videos they don't like just to comment on them. I mentioned this to a colleague, one of my colleagues who thinks I'm very naive and optimistic. And he said, well, it's rage posting. They like it. They either like being mad or they like baiting people. You know, they love it when they post something and they get all these comments and they're like, I'm making other people mad. They think that's funny. And I'm like, but that's just really sad. And he said, I know that. You know that. Nothing will ever convince them of that. And I went, okay. By the way, I know there's people who watch this who like to leave comments, and if I respond to your comment, they love it, and that's great. I love responding to comments, and I will tell you, I read all the comments still on this channel. I can't respond to all of them. There's just way too many, but I do read them all. Part of it's because I can always tell YouTube Studio has a way of saying, show me all the comments I have not responded to, and also it can show you the comments you haven't even read with a little dot next to them. So I know I can go through and read the ones I haven't read yet. But I just want to say to the people who post negative stuff, hoping they'll get a response or something, you know that's not healthy, right? This is me telling you, you know that's not healthy. This is not a recipe or formula to personal happiness. So just be careful because you're walking down a weird road and maybe you want to get on another road. And that made me think of, I've mentioned here before about not wanting to yuck someone else's yum. So there seem to be people out there that their whole goal in life is to make someone else who's being happy not be happy anymore. And I was watching Greg on How to Drink. Actually, no, it wasn't How to Drink. It was one of his midnight local shows. And he said something like, some people can't seem to have fun if they think other people are having fun too. That the only way they can have fun is to make sure other people aren't having fun. Or at the very minimum, not nearly as much fun as they're having. And that kind of made sense to me. And this is where I'm going to talk about being gay, because what does all this have to do with about being gay? Every gay person already knows what I'm about to say, which is you need to go out and find your own community, your own ways to have fun, because this isn't going to be handed to you. And every gay person realizes this at an early age. They need to find their own people, their own places where they can just relax and have fun. And I think too many people, whether their own family members, their coworkers, their friends, they don't like the idea of someone having fun that they don't approve of, and they go out of their way and spend lots of time being unhappy themselves because other people are being happy. And while this video is probably unnecessary for my gay viewers, because you already know how to go out and seek fun, what I'm doing here is I'm talking to people who are used to having all their fun handed to them on a silver platter, that everything made in a TV show or a movie or a game was always made for you. And now you're finding like, wait, there are some games coming out where the main protagonist doesn't look like me or act like me, and I have to rage post about that, despite the fact that there are still tons of games out there that are perfect for you. And it's funny because you're discovering that maybe you have to go look for them, which is what everybody else has been doing their whole life, that you have to actually go find the things that you want. They won't just be delivered to you directly and say, here you go, here it is on a silver platter. So, in short, it's already too late. In shortness, what I'm telling you is to just find the things you like. Go seek it out and enjoy those things. All the other stuff, the rage playing, the rage watching, the rage viewing, this is dragging you down. You may not realize it, but it really is. It's dragging you down. I hope any of what I said today helps you find what you like and enjoy that thing you like, because it's what worked for me, and I hope it works for you. Anyway, I hope that helps you being happy.